All right, welcome back to the episode of Roundball. It's myself, Jordan Bohannon, Hunter Dickinson, Deuce, champ on the ones and twos. How the fuck are we doing? I feel like this is an episode Jordan's not. He's his head's up his ass this episode. I already see in your face.
He's worried about 50 other things
He's
right
looking
now.
at Louisville. He looks when he's in that room. He's not himself. When you're in like on the road, bro, you're like so happy.
I'm locked in. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wasn't on the road on Monday, so
You were. It was a good episode Monday. What are you
I
at?
wasn't. I wasn't.
Oh, I know. It was a good episode.
I know, and I
Maryland
was
down
in
by
this room.
32. Don't call it a comeback.
So how do you feel today?
Feel good. I'm well rested.
Can you give me a media answer right now?
Man, you see, man.
Man, you see. No, that's wild when he does that shit. I actually,
Bro, he can't stop. He's a robot. Hunter will out of nowhere just be like, man, this team's good, and we'll bounce back. I'm like, what the fuck are you answering me for right now?
I think
You know what I want to ask you guys right now? Does Goodman and Rothstein hate each other?
Yes.
They have to, right?
Yes.
Because I saw that today. Goodman retweeted Rothstein's tweet about that guy from Texas Tech. But
Yes.
he retweeted it from when Rothstein tweeted that, like, oh, he's back playing for Texas Tech in October. And then Goodman retweeted it today. And so is that just like a nerd on nerd crime?
Yeah, are
You
we
think
calling Goodman a
Goodman's a
nerd?
Yeah.
Goodman's a bit of a nerd.
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
I think he tries to play himself off as like this like bad boy of college basketball media.
No, yeah, that's what it like. I think Rothstein.
That's a
knows he's
great
nerd.
description. That's
Yeah,
a
like-
great description.
Rothstein's,
be the bad boy of the
Rothstein's a
media.
nerd. Like Goodman's like, oh, look how edgy I am in college basketball media. Like Chris
I
Beard
think-
loves me. It's like, ooh, not now, not now, man.
I think Rothstein needs to like touch some grass or get laid. I
The
think
thing is, though, he's like married, and two, I almost appreciate how just like what he knows who he is. He's not trying to. He's gonna do his sayings. He's gonna watch college.
I don't know
basketball.
though. I don't know if that's the real him.
No, dude, I had no camera on him at Rutgers. It was him.
I don't
He
know.
was
I think,
talking to me about fucking.
I think he's
something-
playing. I think he's playing someone he's not.
Oh,
No, he doesn't have a personality. He has college basketball. He
Yeah.
does. He might not have an opinion about college basketball, but he'll tell you who's on Utah Valley,
yeah.
and he'll tell you how many
say
points
a
per game
team-
he has.
He's like what Jake would do. Like he would never tell you if a team sucks. Like he won't tell you Louisville sucks. Guaranteed.
They're just struggling mightily right now.
Well,
Yeah. It's like it's a new coach, first year, gotta give him some time. No, they fucking suck.
They're
think
going
he
into
said
the
that exact
tournament.
answer, too,
They're,
by
they're
the way.
starting to figure things out, I think.
Did he?
yeah, I think he said that exact. What you just said is what he said to us. I think I'm almost for sure.
He'll give
Um,
predictions, but he hates bad mouthing people because he loves the relationships. In
Because
the
he-
you
Not
disagree?
PC Jordan. We're not PC Jordan.
I just think
Say it.
I think there's a fucking issue with a lot of these reporters. I'm saying it right
yeah,
now.
for sure.
Yeah.
They're so egotistical, and it is actually disgusting. Like I don't even know how to accurately describe what they are as people.
They want to think that they have the best relationship with each player, team, be the cool guy, and
Yeah, but
want,
it's not
like,
even a relation. It's not even a relationship. They're just using the player. It's not
they
even.
use 100% use the players.
It's
Like Hunter right now is getting like he's showing his personality to people, being a person. To them, it's just like, oh, let me text Hunter real quick and see if his teammate just tore his ACL. Pretty much, you know what I mean? Like they just want to use you to be inside of your organization, where it's like
they just want to be inside you, Hunter. That's all they like. They
that's
don't-
facts.
Yeah, they're pretty sus.
They're
They are.
very sus.
No,
I don't even
just
think it's
love when- I
sus,
love
like,
when
it's-
members of the media will be like when they'll say a player isn't good, and just like you just look at their body, and I'm like, you don't have an ounce of athleticism in your body.
Let's just slow it down. I call a lot of people bad,
Yeah,
but
Marty.
I would dummy
No,
you.
but Marty, you're a college baseball player.
Facts. Batted 333 career average.
So I'm
People
saying
look it up.
you're a college athlete.
Facts. All right, we're good. We're good. You can shit on me. No, it is funny. Like you see, like fucking Nick Wright. You see that guy
Oh,
called
I hate
like a loser. You're like,
Nick Wright is just
Yeah, but I don't like going down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, I don't.
Because there's such good people and actually good reporters that are like that.
no Nick Wright. Oh my god.
But like when we were talking about Fanta, like Fanta's fucking awesome, but he's not.
Fanta's the gem. He's the
He's a
nicest
reporter.
guy in the world.
Yeah,
I
but
almost
he's
want
like-
to text him just to come on right now so he could make me happy.
Yeah.
He's the best.
You
He
guys
really
would
is.
love
You're
him.
right. What?
They would love him. He's the man. He just does Big East hoops. That's all he cares about.
I've
Should I
heard
DM
great
him?
things.
Yeah,
What about-
see if-
Great things.
see if he just hop on real quick.
I want you guys' take on this. You were talking about how you hate how reporters don't give opinions. But what about the reporters that like rank high schoolers? Because I know you guys are saying that you hate rankings and all that shit, but at least they give an opinion, right?
Like Paul being Cardi, bro.
How many? This is probably a better answer for Hunter, but Dukes and Marty would probably know it too. How many players you think that are rated in the top 100 in high school actually thrive in a Power 5 on a Power 5 team and continue playing basketball after college?
Out of the top 100?
Yeah. Let's say the recruiting class. Let's say my recruiting class. How many do you think
Name
are still
thrive.
playing basketball?
Like describe thrive. Like 10
They do
points
well
a game.
enough to make it to play
Euros,
professional
G
basketball.
League.
Yeah, any professional basketball. How many would you say of 100 of the top 100 recruits are still playing that were in my class?
20.
No.
I would say. I
No,
mean,
'cause
that's
you-
great.
No, because
Yeah,
gotta
Euros.
like the top 15 are probably all playing. I'd say 30.
I'm going with Martin. I think it's probably around 20 to 30 players. I bet.
Oh, I was gonna go closer to 50.
No,
You think
not
there's that many of the top 100?
Yes, because I'm thinking not NBA. I'm thinking Euro League.
I'm not. Well, we're not
Like,
talking about like guys that weren't rated outside the 100. I'm talking about strictly the guys that had so much media attention.
All
Do you
right.
think?
Well, I mean, the rankings, mock draft stuff. Once I learned like how that stuff gets made and created, all that's like high school rankings. Most of it is like high school coaches, AU coaches, parents will pay the recruiting services people who rank their kids money to rank them higher. They do the same thing with mock drafts in the NBA. Like you'll have an agent pay somebody to be like, yo, I need my guy slotted here in the mock draft. That's why you get like these European guys like ranked in the top 10 when the mock draft comes out, and then you see them get drafted in like the second round. They're just a lot of this
That's
stuff is
kinda crazy.
political. Like, yeah, I mean, if I'm like an ESPN recruiting analyst and an AU coach is like, yo, I'll give you 10 grand to rank my player a 5-star. What, yeah, I'm gonna give him 6 stars.
No, it's
That's
true.
not-
I would every reporter is getting fucking. They're gonna take that money in a second.
Yeah, that's
I ju-
nothing. That's so
I
easy.
just don't think like. Yeah, I don't even know
Dude,
how we got down to this conversation.
I'm
but
looking-
There's not a lot of players. There's not a lot of players that are still playing basketball when they get past college. Let's just.
I'm gonna look this up actually.
Dude, I'm looking at the 2016
Jordan, what was your class,
class.
Jordan?
20.
Isn't it 1%
2016.
of?
Dude,
1%
2016 is
of-
loaded. I'm looking at that. 'cause
Yeah,
that's when I graduated.
2016. That was a.
Bro, we're looking
hell
at
of a
like
class.
70 to 80, maybe.
2, 3, 4.
Yeah, I mean Tate was in my class.
Look,
Uh,
go to the ESPN
greatest,
top 300 and just
No
scroll
one
through the
picking to
top
draft
100.
Markel Fultz was in your class too.
Dude, like even like
Markel puts
Kyle
that in,
Guy, Ty Jerome. Like I'm just looking Robert Williams, Kevin Huerter, Xavier Simpson. Like these are like 50s. Peyton Pritchard.
Yeah, no, it might be in like the 40s.
but that's
Yeah,
still
it
not.
depends
I
on-
mean,
obviously.
And then
depends
how would
on
you
the
look at like
class.
then you got like Bruno Fernando, Mark Vital, Mitch Lightfoot, Jay Huff, DeAndre Hunter.
It's
Like,
a
this is
difference
crazy.
of
Kevin Huerter.
European and like G League NBA.
I
wouldn't
think that we
necessarily
might.
say
I think we
that.
might have just picked out maybe the best ESPN top 100 of all time. I was looking
Yeah,
through
no,
this and I was like, oh my god. It's
No,
like-
my
2016
class was insane.
I was like,
2016
half these guys finished when I was a freshman, and half these guys just like are still playing. Like they were in the Final Four last year.
2016 was crazy. Now, mind you, my 2020 class pretty damn good too. And you have to factor in Anthony Edwards reclassed up, LaMelo Ball reclassed up, Nico Manning reclassed up, RJ Hampton reclassed up,
RJ Hampton doesn't like me.
a couple other people reclassed up in our class, and our class is
What'd you
still
do to him?
John Morant. I lost a bet on John Morant, and I went after John Morant. Then John Morant quote tweeted me, and he wasn't nice.
Yeah, we talked
Hot
about this.
take.
before.
I don't like John Morant's dad is a clout seeker.
He's wild, no?
Bro, he's such a clout seeker. Like,
I feel like that's a lot of dads are like
what
that
I'm saying,
now.
like, it's just so.
You
like,
want to talk
so
about who is
bad
the
how
most
much he
right
wants to
dad
put
in the
his
world?
Who?
The most right dad in the world that everyone clowned, but he was so right.
Oh,
Ball
the
The
ball.
ball.
Oh, he did it amazing.
nailed it.
Bro,
He
he
got
was
his-
so right about his kids. They're unbelievable.
Oh my god.
Well,
LaMelo's unbelievable.
But he got LiAngelo Ball like opportunities in the NBA, and
And he stole
pretty
shit in
good.
China.
Oh yeah.
yeah, people don't talk about Jim Boeheim. That he
People
was-
do not talk
like
about that.
no one talk about him killing someone. We don't talk about him stealing shit at a Gucci store in China.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. That really went. He could have been like Brittney Griner.
Yeah, that's exactly what crossed my mind. I was like, not to get political, but like,
No,
that's
facts.
like, you catch him at the right time. Like,
Yeah, I know.
You're staying
Thank
over
God
there.
we were cordial at that moment. Oh my gosh.
All right,
Ooh,
let's
I didn't
get
know how we
to,
started
three.
talking
He
about-
learned with a 40 ball.
How do we start talking about that shit?
do we just get to say we're cordial with China?
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, we were
Yeah.
decently cordial.
yeah, I knew what he was saying.
Next topic, let's talk about Brittney Griner and how we got fleeced in that trade.
Are we better off? Yes or no?
Some would try to argue we are.
One,
Some
one
would try.
time, one
Our
time, we
Olympic,
should
our Olympic
be-
women's team got better.
One
What?
time, we
We're going for
should
gold.
do
Well,
a
she's better than
series-
DeMarcus Cousins, I guess. So
one
That
time
was-
we should
that
do a
shit is
series-
crazy.
Oh
a
my!
serious
That was
political
back when he was
show.
the best center in the league too.
That's disrespectful.
Dude, I saw some WNBA player. Sorry for saying chick. I saw some WNBA player on ESPN, and they're like, "Do you think you could beat an NBA player one-on-one?" She was like, "Absolutely fucking not. We would get diced up." But she made the
Oh, I
argument
seen that. I seen that.
yeah, she was like, "If we were in a 3-point competition or a skills competition, I think I could hang." Which I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really
I
disagree
mean,
with.
hopefully I don't get canceled off this one, but like, yeah, Kelsey Plum tried to be like, yeah, we don't want to earn the same amount as the NBA players. We just want the same revenue shared. And then somebody pulled up the stats like, yeah, if you wanted the same revenue shared, you would all owe $86,000 a year.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
That's funny.
I'm like,
That's
oh,
not
yeah.
you saying it. That's someone else saying it.
That is somebody else saying that. That's why
I will. I'll also stick up for Kelsey Plum really quick. She was also saying that something with like jersey sales, and that like the NBA, like LeBron James would get like 90% when the WNBA players get 20. And I don't know the math and everything, but
They're still trying to finance the league, dude. They lose money every year.
I know. Hey, I'm just trying to look like I'm trying
I'm
to
the
look
biggest
like
WNBA fan there is, so I'm pretty
Yeah.
sharp on those games.
It's just gonna take time for the WNBA. Like you have to imagine like it's so early on in their stage, and back when the NBA was just starting up, there wasn't that much fanfare either for it too. So I think it just over time, the interest is going to keep keep building. Game's going to be evolving. In like 30 years, women are just going to be dunking all over the place, and it'll be a good sport to watch.
I think Caitlin Clark's going to change the WNBA.
Ooh.
And Paige
She like you
Beckers.
need someone that's going to like people that want to come see. Like Caitlin Clark is someone that gets people in the seats.
Once you get, I'm telling you, I don't really like the dunking argument because it's like, how many dunks are there really in like a basketball game? Probably like 10 maybe. in like, well, an NBA game there's a ton, but like a college basketball game there's like 6 dunks maybe. And
You know what I was realizing today? The coolest thing in sports you would think is like maybe dunking. A bicycle kick
oh,
is crazy. I saw Morocco do that today. We got to get back on topic. Let's get back on.
we're covering all the
What the fuck-
bases right now.
What the
buddy.
fuck are we talking about?
I don't know,
Messi is
man.
the GOAT.
Facts.
I do want Messi to win it, man. I do need Messi to win it. I feel like he's destined to win it this year.
This is absurd.
All right, Chris Beard choked his fiance. Bad.
Is that a fact?
Yeah, the report is out. We tweeted Champa. That's correct, right? I don't know why I'm asking Champa, but he tweeted it.
Yeah.
The report's bad. Like actually,
Yeah.
Really
he's a
bad.
piece of shit. He'll never coach again.
Well,
You think he will?
you gotta look at it from a
Some
financial
people are very
asset.
easy to forget if their team is bad.
Jim
No,
Boeheim?
that's facts. I think that Texas honestly will be completely fine without him. I do. But
Maybe this year, but I don't think after this year.
I don't know, man.
You
This
seen
one,
how they played against Rice? Rice took them to overtime.
well, it was the day their coach got arrested.
That's very true. I know.
But
Yeah,
like,
that's weird.
there's a difference of if you're choking your fiance till she can't breathe.
I heard it
to-
was only 5 seconds. I mean, not saying it makes it better, but
Regardless, you
Jeez.
just can't choke your fiance.
You just can't
And-
touch, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think that. I don't know. I don't think he'll coach again. It'll be at least a couple of years at least.
I'm saying I wouldn't put it past college sports because you look at how much money he's getting paid to coach. So you look at him as an asset, not as a human being right now. University of Texas is, right? So they're going to do everything they can. One, to stay out of these allegations, but also two, to try to get him to coach.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and like I said, I've said this before. It's really fucked up and it's not right, but the quickest way to get people to forget about what you've ever done is just to win,
Oh,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't think he's going to get that chance.
bro.
I mean,
that's
I-
just think
That's
about any,
facts.
think
That's
about
a fact. Like, look
anyone.
at Boeheim. Boeheim, like he hasn't won anything, and we're still bringing up how he killed someone.
Facts.
Great point.
Also, like
mean,
if you
yeah,
really
like
think
Ray
about it,
Lewis.
like there's so many people that did some fucked up shit. Like Ray Lewis has a statue.
Ben
Killed-
Roethlisberger.
Roethlisberger is a bad guy, but he won, and people forget. Like people, it's so
OJ Simpson.
OJ.
And
he's-
he didn't have the chance to win a
did
Super
not
Bowl.
fit, Jordan.
Yeah.
His glove did not fit.
I
He
will
didn't have a
say,
chance to win a Super Bowl.
Za from Barstool, he's like, you Americans forgive so easily. You get killed in Africa. And I was like, that is probably true.
If
Yeah,
you become
I-
successful, people forget about your downfalls.
Yeah.
I think Chris Beard's career trajectory is going to be probably won't finish the season at Texas. Probably won't finish the holiday season at Texas. Lay low for like 4 to 5 years and then just spring up at a mid-major.
Yeah, he'll be
Take
like,
it to success and then just grow back up.
like a coaching job will open up at some point, obviously. And
Somebody's
then,
going to be
mid-major.
desperate enough to be like, we need Chris
you know
Beard.
who will do it though? Who does use like a mid-major will like, hey, this guy can probably bring some good players to us or something. Like I don't know if a high major will hire him first.
It'll probably be Iona after Rick Pitino comes to high division.
Who's the Auburn? Well, see, that's again Rick Pitino. Like he stayed low a bit and then went to Iona, and then he's going to get another high major job because people forgot. But who did Auburn just hire for football?
Hugh Freeze.
Bad guy.
He didn't choke his wife. He just
Oh,
got,
well, no,
he got a
was it-
stripper.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh, I
he
thought
was
it
that guy.
was, Brandon made me seem like it was way more, but like he
Well,
like
Southern values.
he.
Yeah, Hugh
Like,
Freeze.
no, that's like a Brandon thing. But like for me, when I was like, wait, he just got some escorts. Like I was like, whatever. Like, is he winning football games?
But he did something that people didn't like, and he went to Liberty, and then now he's back. Like it's just what you got to do.
I would take Chris Beard a date in 5 seconds. By the way, if we're just
Yeah,
going
I
to talk
think
about
people-
mid-major. Like,
Wait, right now?
no, I like our coach right now.
Say it
I like
right
our
now.
coach.
Say it right now.
I like
George.
our coach.
No,
right now.
let's say there's a job opening and Chris Beard just got fired. Would you if you're the athletic director, would you hire Chris Beard right now? He said he'll work the first year for free.
Dude, in 20 seconds. In 20 seconds.
What would you
20
do, Dukes? To get
You
Chris
seriously? Are you joking? You actually would hire him?
Jordan, he's just making your point exactly correct about winning would solve
Jordan.
everything.
I know,
He would,
but I'm
he
like,
would totally
If
bypass
he- if-
anything in that police report.
If dude, you're looking at like just like I don't want to like we're looking at Deshaun Watson and people in Cleveland are like, oh, we don't like all the massaging shit, whatever. If he wins a couple of ball games, they're gonna forget about it in 2
If
seconds.
he took him to
That's-
if he takes
that's
him to
the-
the playoff next year,
Yeah, that's the sad reality of like the situation.
He
It's like,
invited
if
10 of
you
the girls
win,
to the game.
people forget everything. If Chris
saw
Beard
that.
came to Dayton, and they went like 6-20, I'd be like, get this domestic of like abuser out of here. We should have never hired him. If you won a national championship, I'd be like, what a fucking hire. Look at us.
That's so bad.
point.
He's such a Chris Beard's a scumbag, though. I don't care what anyone. He's just absolutely.
I know.
not coming on the pod anytime soon.
No, we are.
What a bullet we dodged.
Yeah.
We could have been canceled forever.
We could
Yeah.
have been canceled.
I still didn't read the report. How bad is it?
It's a pretty
Maybe-
bad.
Maybe we would have put him in a better mood though. after that podcast.
Yeah, maybe we would have saved his life.
We would have gave him a couple laughs.
All right, let's get off of sad and bad people. Let's start talking about some college basketball. Ciampa was wrong about what he wrote, but Auburn lost one game. But why is everyone just wants to call Auburn frauds, fake, whatever? I mean, they haven't played anyone. They lost to one. They've lost. Was the loss?
They kind of struggled tonight.
They struggled mightily tonight against Georgia State.
They beat Georgia
Yeah.
State by
They
what?
beat, but they were down at half. And
Yeah.
No, for sure. I think it's fair to say it.
they lost to
Who's it?
Memphis.
Memphis is actually that's not like a terrible
I
loss.
think Memphis might be good.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
Memphis
Memphis
is
is
good too. What, Dukes?
My headphones are so fucked. I think Memphis is good.
Yeah, I
Kendrick
think so
Davis
too.
is legit.
I know.
I think Memphis is good. It's like, so they lost to Memphis, and their best win is St. Louis. Yeah, they haven't played
Lewis is
anyone.
pretty good.
They haven't really played anyone that great. I don't think that. I don't know. People love to call them frauds right away. I mean, what he did with the team last year was fucking incredible with Auburn. They were number one fucking team, which was crazy.
I don't know. They had a great team last year, though.
No, yeah, for sure. But they're like the new fraud team. Like last year was Providence. This year seems like it's everyone like loves to take onto that one take calling the team a
Yeah.
fraud.
Yeah. I don't know. I think they're going to struggle a little bit in the SEC. Like,
So
I think
SEC, dude, SEC is the best conference.
be hard for them.
It is. Do you think it is, Jordan?
Yeah, I think I would consider SEC being the best conference this year.
Like we
Mississippi-
talked about last episode, Mississippi State's a real good team.
Mississippi State, I watched them play against Minnesota, and I watched them play today against Jackson State. Jackson State's a pretty good basketball team. I'll give Hunter some credit. They're a scrappy
you.
bunch.
Thank you. And we beat them by double digits. We beat them by double digits.
Yeah.
You did.
But I think Mississippi State has the tools to make it deeper in the not only winning the SEC but also in the NCAA tournament. They have length, they have athleticism. If they can figure out, they're playing an unbelievable defense this year. I mean, they're basically giving up like 45 points a game.
Yeah,
9-1.
It's unbelievable.
I agree. They're probably the second best conference behind the Big Ten, but
Dude, guys, the Big 12.
who
I had
who has the number one team in the country right now?
I mean, if you're looking, who we're looking at top to bottom?
We're
Big 12
talking.
Everybody thought Nebraska was going to be the bottom. They went into Creighton and won, and should have beat the number one team in the country.
Creighton's lost 5 games in a row.
Yeah, maybe.
I still
maybe
think they
Creighton.
won the Big East.
I'm telling you, we need to have a top 5.
You
fraud
just said
teams.
UConn was going to be in the
If
Big
we
East.
had a top
No,
5
I lied.
fraud teams,
I'm going
Creighton-
back. Creighton's
Yeah,
winning the Big
we
East.
have the tape on this. We
Creighton
have the
would
tape
be-
on this.
Creighton would be in the top 5 frauds.
I retweeted a clip of you saying
I'm going
UConn
back.
is the best
I
team in the
know
East.
I'm going back. You go back all the time. Your takes. Don't fuck with me. You go
Jordan,
back
you're
all the
allowed
time.
to go back. Go back is.
I'm
Go
going
back.
Yeah,
back.
go
I
back.
never go back.
Play on.
But
UConn's way is just better than Creighton. Creighton's in shambles, but
I'm looking
Guys,
at
the
regular
Big
season
12.
title.
I don't think I don't think the Big 12 is the best this year.
Who's the worst team in the Big 12? I don't think they have a bad team, like a single bad team. I'm not sure they have a team that stands above and beyond everyone else. I thought it was Texas. I'm not so sure anymore after.
So
Chris
I guess
Beard
it's
did the
how
thing.
you look at it is like the SEC I think has there's 4 teams, definitely 4 teams that can make the Elite 8 final, like they're
ACC.
yeah.
I would
Kentucky,
consider them maybe the.
The
Wait,
worst
are you
team in
talking
the Big
about
12 is definitely up
SEC
in
or
Oklahoma
ACC?
State.
SEC.
Oh, I thought you said ACC. I was gonna say
No, I'm
ACC is
saying-
probably the worst
I
power
think
6
Oklahoma
conference
State.
right now.
ACC is struggling right now. It's 2 teams. It's Duke and Virginia.
Ah.
Throw it in there.
But, I just think the SEC, you have Kentucky, Alabama, Arkansas, and Tennessee, which is like a 4
Big Ten, you
legit.
got Michigan, Purdue.
Michigan team that doesn't have a signature win yet.
Not yet. Purdue.
No, I said yet, but I'm saying you can't
We got-
lump Michigan in when they
I
don't.
think
have-
I think the Big
Maryland,
Ten has a
losing
lot of.
by 34
You guys just beat
right
the
now.
shit out of each other. That's what the Big Ten does.
I think the
Yeah.
Big
There's
12 is going to do that this year. I don't think there's a clear person in the Big 12. I think that the Big 12 is like. I just don't think they have a bad team. Like
I don't
Kansas
think-
State.
I don't
And they're
think
good.
Kansas is like. I don't think Kansas is as good as.
I don't think they are either.
I have a
people-
hot take. I think West Virginia is going to win the Big 12.
I love West Virginia.
Oh.
Dude, fucking your boy Joe T.
Yeah,
He's one of my favorite players to watch. Like I
phenomenal
love him.
defensive
Who's your
team.
favorite
I
player
don't-
to watch,
They're
dude?
going to struggle scoring the ball though against good defensive teams.
Dude,
Yeah,
who's
I
your-
think Trey Mitchell's still really good. I mean, I know he's bounced around from like UMass to Texas, but I still think he's like a very, very good.
But when
center.
Huggy has a team like that, like of just gritty people, like you think of like Press Virginia, that man can coach a team like nobody else.
I would love to see how he recruits guys. Like, how do you fit his mold?
Let me tell you, I sat in his office for about an hour. Were you there, Dukes?
It was the coolest hour of my life. Like if I
Yeah,
could relive that hour over
Best
again,
hour,
over again.
probably one of the best hours of my life in sports. Is like he just talked about everything, and like I can listen to him for hours, and he's a fucking man. And when he has a team that like buys into him, watch out. But I just think that the SEC is more very, very good teams, where the Big 12 is like they're a bunch of good teams. So maybe it depends how you know what I mean, how you measure it.
Yeah. Tournament
just-
success at the end. And I think I agree with you. Like the SEC will probably have more tournament success than the Big 12. I just think the Big 12 is just going to fucking kick the shit out of each other, and there's not going to be no clear.
That's
Team
what
above the rest.
literally the Big Ten does every year, and everyone jerks them off, and then everyone loses in the first 2 games. That's just
Yeah.
facts.
I guess you're right.
I mean,
I think
You guys didn't last year.
I have 2 straight Sweet 16s.
I'm struggling with the Big Ten right now. I think it's going to be one of those years. The winner of the Big Ten not only is it's greater than 7 losses. I think it's going to be like 7 to 8, 9 losses.
13 and 7 might win it. 13 and 7 might win
It's
it.
going to be one of those years when 13-7 had like a 3-way tie for first. There's going to be a lot of teams bunched up together, and one loss or win is going to shift.
Yeah, because there's so many teams taking early L's, like or like Illinois to Penn State.
I mean, look at it. Iowa starts at Nebraska, at Penn State, and then they turn back at home against Indiana. Like those are those first 2 games at Nebraska, at Penn State. Those are trap games for Iowa.
Maryland is trying their hardest right now not to get 30 balls.
Yo, I saw this. I wanted to hear your guys' opinion. I saw this guy, Parker Hammond. He's college basketball report on Twitter, and he gave in the last 10 years Big Ten awards. All right, And he said the best program right now in the 2020s is Illinois. I couldn't disagree more.
In the regular season, probably.
Yeah, I think it would be Michigan.
We have, I think we're tied for the most tournament wins in the last 5 years in any school.
Is this including swimming and shit?
No. It's us and Gonzaga for NCAA tournament wins for basketball.
Oh yes, yeah. That's Illinois. I just think it's definitely not Illinois. I mean, I get it because the regular season success, but who really gives a fuck about regular season success?
Yeah, that team with Io, they should have been a Final Four team.
That kind of goes back to what. Sorry, Hunter, but that's what kind of goes back to with Jordan. We've had this argument thousands of times of do people care about regular season success? What is? Does the Illinois always is really good? Then they lose the first, second round every single time. Iowa obviously has been the same thing, and I don't know. Do you care about regular season success as a fan, not on the team? Obviously, it's different for you two.
I would say yes for Iowa part because it's been so long since they won a Big Ten regular season title. But I don't know.
I guess for the Blue Bloods, it's you're expected to get in. You're expected to be
it's a different comparison. Even between Iowa and Michigan, it's different. Michigan's a blue blood, Iowa's not.
Yeah. Iowa isn't expected to be. I think they exceed expectations most of the time. But Michigan, as a Michigan fan, if you're expected to be in the tournament every year.
Yeah. I think regular season's mostly for coaches to be able to keep their jobs. And
such a good take.
Yeah,
that's a really good take.
Fans just to be we're so good.
It's just it's for the birds. It's for the birds just to talk.
No, it is. It's for
should we just go right to the NCAA tournament then?
No. I love it because I love that we're having this discussion right now if the regular season is important or not. We're the birds. We're the birds right now talking.
About college sports is the stupid takes and the stupid numbers next to these fucking teams. Those numbers mean absolute dick, but it's the funnest thing.
Whoa! But your take 3 weeks ago saying UNC is not going to be rated. So
yep.
No, yeah, that's 100%.
We want to talk about my takes. What
they don't mean anything. But I'm also saying I love that they are there so you can make these takes. I can always say. Any UNC fan wants to say something to me, you were ranked number 1, you're not ranked anymore. It obviously doesn't really matter until what you do in the tournament, which at this point, as season ended now, UNC's not in the tournament, just a fact. That spot the lie. They beat the Citadel, and they congratulated Baycott for getting his rebounds.
Fact or fiction? That might be.
That's
fact.
It's 9 games of the season, so obviously, yeah.
I bet they're still in.
No.
I want to see what Dukes finds out. I bet they're still in.
I think it's.
Are you looking at something, Dukes, or did you fake I'm gonna do bracketology and you didn't do it?
Oh, you fucking asshole! I'm looking. I'm shaking my head, going up and down, being if they're gonna be a 9 seed, no question they're in. They're playing Arizona State, upsetting Purdue the next round.
They're right out
right now.
They're right outside the top 25. You think they're dropped off a hella big ass cliff? They're still right there.
Bro, your nightmare is about to come true. On January 1st, they're going to be ranked.
Yeah,
but honestly,
that would
have Michigan have something to do with it.
Yep, facts. So, congrats, you survived another week.
You have to have some good wins to be ranked.
They don't have any bad losses. They're not bad losses mean so much more than not having a good win.
Hunter, close your ears. If they beat Ohio State and Michigan, they're going to be ranked.
Okay, yes, already heard that, dude.
No, that was part of it.
Well, that's a fact, though. They knock off both those teams. They're right back in top 20.
If Michigan beats UNC,
They are
then
ranked
What
on
if Michigan
January
beats
1st.
UNC? What happens then?
Dude,
huh?
they're actually going to be ranked on January 1st.
Marty. So Marty,
You
kinda-
doing this
kinda
victory
teased
lap
me,
over
Marty.
Hunter.
tape.
Hunter, please God, win
Dude,
the
you've been gloating on Twitter.
I
And
mean,
then
I
I-
should be. You gotta gloat when you get something right,
That's true.
Oh my god.
because you know it's gonna come crashing down at
Yeah,
some
but you
point.
wouldn't have been right, really, because your whole take
No,
was
he wouldn't have been
They
right
won't
at
be
all.
ranked
You would have
in
been wrong,
January.
Marty. Marty,
You would have done a
been wrong.
victory lap too early.
Yeah, you took the victory lap
That's
too early.
that's been his fucking problem. He's celebrating.
If it's January 1 and they're not ranked, I'm right.
Dude, even if Michigan wins by 1 point,
No,
They're still.
if they
that's-
beat Ohio State and lose to Michigan, they are not ranked.
I.
Ohio State's not ranked.
I just really want this
Are
to
they
be true.
23?
Wait, where's the game? Is it at Michigan?
It's
No,
freaking
it's-
in Charlotte.
Shit.
Oh, you guys.
It's not a home. UNC. It's not gonna be that loud.
Yeah,
It's-
there's
it's
gonna be a
at
lot
the-
of
it's the
UNC
Hornets
fans.
arena.
Home game.
That's
At
a
the
home
Hornets
game.
arena.
It's at the Hornet. Oh, they're not gonna pack that out.
That's gonna be a home game, Marty.
It's like a little hour drive for them.
Yeah,
The whole
Hunter
state.
fucking-
The whole state's going.
That's the thing, though. Michigan needs that game so bad, so it's all right.
So does UNC.
Hunter, want me to come to the game? I'll fucking hype you guys up.
Yeah, Marty, I'd appreciate that.
Well, you're gonna have to.
You fucking need to win, man. I'll,
We really
I'll
do.
kill you.
All right, no, Marty.
This
Marty,
is my life. The only reason that they'll be ranked is because they beat my co-host. I'll fucking lose my
Dude,
shit.
Baycott's gonna walk off the court and just chirp Hunter, be like, haha, tell Mush to suck my
Yeah,
dick."
he'll be like, I saw that clip of that we have so much real estate in Baycott's head.
Yeah.
God,
Holy shit.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny that it comes down to Hunter's game, basically.
it 100% does.
It's also going to come down to the Ohio State. They have to win first, but it's still funny.
I
Is
think
that's
they're
at home though,
Ohio
right? Or is that at MSG?
No, it's a
Yeah.
Big Ten game, I thought.
It's on neutral floor. Oh, yeah, is that?
I thought it was
This
MSG.
Saturday? Yeah, something like that.
UNC.
It's at UNC.
No.
No, Ohio State.
It says at UNC.
Madison Square Garden.
Oh.
Look at this guy.
Sharp. People call me Sharp. We got to shout out Alabama. I think that's such a letdown spot. Beating Houston at Houston, then play Memphis. And even though I was at home, like I bet Memphis because it was like +8. But like Memphis is a good team. To come back like that, is letdown spots a real thing for you guys?
No.
But kind of.
I think
Describe
kind
define that. Describe it a little more.
So, okay, you go to the number one team in the country on a Saturday. You beat them. You're riding high. You're like going nuts, and then you're playing like an
Lipscomb.
okay-ish team that you're not like so hyped up for because you play number one team. You're way jacked up, and then you go home. You play like a okay team, and then you're not playing your best game. Doesn't mean you lose. It just means that like the adrenaline, all that shit isn't all there because you just played the best team.
For like
long
example,
as
like you win the Big Ten championship, you go to the tournament, you play Richmond, like something like that.
That
Oh
was
gosh.
that
Oh
was
gosh.
not
Oh,
nice. That was
that
that was Jordan was about to give a real answer, and you just fucking pulled. That was
That-
not nice.
That was a letdown spot.
But it kind of was. Tournament
I mean,
is
that's a totally different argument. Like we're
Yeah, I
talking.
don't
This
think
is
that's a letdown spot.
This
I
is
wouldn't say
Apple.
that.
Not like
Okay,
we're talking about a letdown game in a non-conference regular season compared to a letdown game in an NCAA tournament game.
answer
A lot
mine
more on the
non-
fucking line when you're playing on an NCAA tournament.
Answer mine the non-conference way though.
No, I don't believe in that non-conference wise. If you win and take care of business, that's not a real thing. A win's a win.
No, a win's a win is fine. I'm saying though that like it is a little bit of a letdown, like going from playing the best to like an team.
But I think it's like
Hunter plays Kentucky, then has to go play Jackson State. Like Jackson State's a pretty good team, but it's like I'm not having the same energy against fucking.
That's a tough question.
Kentucky
That's
and
why
Jackson
that's
State.
why you play those games though. You get a diverse competition. Like you're not gonna play a blue blood every single
That's what I'm saying, though. I understand that. I just think that
I don't understand the question at this point.
All right, Michigan beats Duke. Michigan beats Duke in a high-profile ranked game,
right?
And then
like
they have,
Curtis
and then
Jones.
and then Michigan goes back and they play Nebraska, who's like, they're good, but you might
that's a terrible one.
I know what you're saying, and like
Nebraska.
That's a letdown spot though.
A letdown spot.
How is that a letdown? Nebraska's good.
Well, exactly.
It's a Power 5 team.
Yeah, but it's not Duke. You didn't go to Cameron and beat Duke and Cameron.
Like an emotional game. Like Hunter just knocked down a game-winning dunk in his balls, like right in the face of the Cameron Crazies, like for the win, no seconds left. It's just like, wow, that was an emotional win. And then all of a sudden, you got to go back to fucking Lincoln, Nebraska, and you got to like.
Yeah, so they're playing at Nebraska now.
Yeah,
so
at Nebraska.
I know what you're saying, and I think fans definitely think that, but I think as a player, like, you're so locked into the next game. I think.
Duke.
Are you though?
No. I've listened to you guys about a lot. This is legit bullshit.
Wait. Okay. Hunter.
Wait. The spread's like 5.5. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Hunter's not in here right now. Like the spread's like 5.5. Like it's just trap line. It's just like us two right now talking. Like
Hunter is not on the podcast at the moment. But I'm just saying, bro.
I get what you're saying.
You guys know. I want to say this. I'm gonna say this. You guys just know that there is letdown games. When I played in Division III, when I played Farmingdale, and then had to go play the Yeshiva Maccabees, I wasn't that excited to play the best team against the Yeshiva team. That's I
get that. I understand.
I'm gonna add Hunter back.
It's a tough question to understand.
Hunter's back.
Because Dukes, what you brought up, yes. Now that I'm on the outside of it, it makes fucking sense. But also, like, it's hard to understand and answer it.
It is. Yes. Because as a player, you're also like, I get to play basketball today, so I understand that aspect of like, I'm still going to play my best game, but it's just
tough to tell a competitor too, like someone that's in the competition.
Yeah. It's just a fact you're not as excited to play one of those lower level teams than when you get to play Kentucky.
I can't tell you how much I spin myself in that narrative. Like
that's just human emotion. Oh my god, that's the way I live life.
Coaches.
When am I gonna let myself down?
No, like we're aware of the potential letdown spots. Like we were aware that Minnesota was a potential trap game. Like I knew that was a trap game ever since the freaking.
Yeah, but is that a trap game?
No, Minnesota wasn't a trap game. You need
a away game.
But that
was a must-win for you guys.
We went from London.
Yeah.
Home,
but
Minnesota playing.
It's on the road in the Big Ten. Like, can you really say
any? As like this.
Talking about the schedule, the travel, all that.
I understand, but this is what I'm talking about. Like, not.
I knew it was a trap game going in. That's why it was so great for us to play so good.
Let's put it in my terms. In my life right now, I'm in a letdown spot. Everyone liked me for one day for pushing a random guy's head. My next thing people are gonna hate. I'm in a letdown spot. Is that a fact?
Yeah. Like your next take, everybody's gonna hate.
Yeah, they're gonna hate it completely.
They're gonna be like, Marty Mush is stupid. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's the worst at Barstool.
100%. That's just what it's gonna be. It's just I don't care what you say. I know you're in it right now, but you just don't get as excited to play one of those mid-major teams or low-major.
Again, it's a hard question to answer.
It is. It's a good conversation.
You guys are also two athletes.
Dudes, that's fan to player. Like that fan, that's the biggest thing we look at.
You guys can tell me that you're like, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Like, I can let this one down. I'm gonna go to my grave with this one.
But I also with the
it's
player
hard though. You experiencing it like it's
with
not,
a player though. You do.
Also, wait,
like,
Hunter,
I
close your ears. I'm
my
gonna remove
stats.
you. I'm also thinking it. Morty, I think I figured it out. I'm also thinking it from an ATS perspective.
Yeah, you are.
So like that might be like maybe I'll get the win, but like not the actual win.
Which is why I'm saying I understand you now that I'm on the outside. But it's a hard question to answer.
Yeah, right. Like to actually lose the game, I get. So I'm gonna add Hunter again.
But I also think Hunter's back on.
I like this feature now.
It is fun.
Louisville just won, guys. By the way, 1 win.
That really hurt our under 3.5 wins.
I'm so interested in Louisville this year. I really
I'm
am.
betting them the rest of the year now.
That was kind of this was a game where we kind of picked like this was one that they needed to win to get that 4 wins.
That was a must win for them.
This was the one that they like.
Who they just play?
Western Kentucky, and they're really good.
Western Kentucky, letdown spot.
For who?
For Western Kentucky.
For Western Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
They're 8. What were they? 8-1.
Oh,
They're 8-1.
I would hate to be the team that had to play Louisville next because it's like, if you lose, you just lost to potentially the worst. You probably lost to the worst Power 5 team in the country.
Worst, like one of the worst teams in college basketball. Not even Power 5.
In 2 games, they have to play Lipscomb.
Don't you play Lipscomb next?
Yep.
They're
Lipscomb
low
played
key.
today.
They're sneaky.
Lipscomb play today. Let's.
They are sneaky.
They
All
won
right,
by
Louisville
1 versus
wins.
Tennessee Tech.
Real quick, UCLA beat the fuck out of Maryland. Like,
Oh my
beat the
God, this dude had
living shit
21.
out of them.
15.
Who are you talking about?
Their center for Lipscomb.
Just gonna dummy you.
He might at this rate.
Are you All-American right now, Hunter?
Am I? Probably not because we're not in the top 25. If we're top 25, I'll be all American.
Yes, if you guys beat UNC and a couple other teams, you guys would be in the top 25. That's going to be a top 25 game.
Yeah.
Like top 25.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, this guy's 6'10".
I'm gonna say something that you might not like. I think you're a better team with this freshman.
I would agree.
I think
I
it's
don't think that's that crazy of a take, to be honest.
I for us no, but I think that this new blood, like you looked like a different team, and the more confidence he gets, is just.
Hey, sometimes players are supposed to also be. Maybe he'll be a good 6th man in the second rotation.
I think it's huge for him as a person too. Now he's a freshman playing Big Ten,
Yeah,
like starting. He's gonna be really fucking good in 2 years because of this.
So UCLA beat the shit out of Maryland. Was everyone too bullish on Maryland right away? I think UCLA is really fucking good.
I think this was another case of Michigan versus Arizona State. I think one team just played really, really well. Another team didn't. And that's just what happens in college basketball. If somebody brings their A plus game and somebody brings like their C minus game, that's what's going to happen.
I get that comparison, but they're not these 2 teams are totally different from an Arizona.
I mean,
State.
Michigan wasn't losing by 40 at one point.
UCLA is a top 20 team, and so is Maryland.
Arizona State will be top 25 next rankings.
Yeah, they will.
I think
actually.
UCLA's top 10.
I think UCLA is top 10 sneaking.
UCLA has no like that was their first like big win though, right?
I think they got it.
What?
I think they just have it. Like
They got it.
They have it. Like they got it.
They got the it factor.
They
like,
are him.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's kind of dead now.
Obviously, it was a joke.
Yeah.
You thought I was saying that for real? They are him?
Well, no. If we're gonna do a him joke, Mick Crow him.
You guys?
I heard Mick Cronin is kind of a mean person.
I'm down to go after.
I'm not saying anything. But remember how someone made that joke about Chris Beard looking like the type of dude that gets in fights at Little League games? So does Mick Cronin.
Oh my God, yeah. He should have never left Cincinnati. Since he just looks like he should have coached Cincinnati forever.
Yeah.
Obviously, you should leave for UCLA.
Yeah, how do you say no when you're living in Cincinnati?
No, you for sure do. I'm just saying, like, he just looks like he was made for Cincinnati basketball. Dana really ruined Cincinnati. They are horrible at everything.
Dana,
they're not
His
good.
roommate.
Yeah,
Ever since he started tweeting
Oh,
about it.
yes. I heard.
I feel bad. I almost feel bad for like I feel like they should go after Dana.
They should, bro. They have ruined. The coach left. They can't win a basketball game. it's over for them.
I think there's some shady shit to investigate.
Yeah, and speaking of investigating,
Oh shit! How are we gonna turn this one?
oh, this one is actual news. So Sean Miller gets nothing. Nothing happened to Sean Miller.
Like,
He they caught him on a wiretap. What asking for money? Like saying they'll give him money?
I don't even know. I haven't even been following.
no. Essentially, yes. That whole investigation was so crazy. Like,
The FBI.
I blame the
FBI.
FBI. Yeah, like the FBI would basically made a guy commit a crime he wasn't even trying to commit. Like the dude, the main character of the investigation was like, why are you trying to make, like, why do you want to get paid this way? Like this is so weird. Like, I don't really want to do this, but if you say so. Like, they basically kind of forced him into a crime they wasn't trying to commit. That is totally that. I think the whole investigation was bullcrap to begin with. But then you have college coaches on videotape saying they're offering players money, and the NCAA does nothing. Like, they do, but God forbid, like a Chase Young accepts a plane ticket for his family to come to a bowl game that he repays. God forbid he does that, but there's an outcry and he gets suspended for a game for that. But a college coach is on record paying recruits or offering recruits money, and they're still at their universities. Or wait, no, Will Wade got fired. Never mind. But like, they're still in college basketball for a long time, and nothing happens.
Can we just talk about how crazy the FBI was involved with this? Shouldn't they have anything better to do?
That's what I was thinking. There's a lot worse people out there to be going after than like Sean Miller giving someone money, probably just helping their life.
Well,
Do you think the NCAA was like, we need to do NIL because then we're going to have to fire all these coaches?
No, they're still trying to lobby against it.
Yeah, they didn't even want to. They had to.
No, I knew they had to.
They were forced to do something, but now they're trying to backtrack.
I want to say, I'm going to throw a number out there. Dukes will probably answer first. 65% of college coaches were cheating.
That's hard because there's so many freaking.
I went
way higher. This is cheating. Cheating. There's so many ways you can.
Yeah, like what do you mean? Like, cheating in what way? Like
recruits. Like,
anyway,
I'll get you a car if you come here. Like
any Power 5 job.
Pay for your dinner. Like paying for your dinner is cheating.
Not at Michigan or Iowa, but besides Michigan and Iowa, maybe like.
I really do believe there are some coaches that like refuse, like they did not do it. I think that, but I do think
Fran's one of them.
I could see that.
Mid-major.
Fran's trying to take down like people along the way, like that are cheating. Like he was trying to do that way back then.
Yeah, no, I know a coach that was trying to do the same thing.
Mid-major.
I would say like 85, 90% has in the past.
Yeah, like petty little stuff. Yeah, probably 90%.
You're telling me that Will Wade was cheating at VCU before he went to LSU? Fact.
Probably.
Fact. I mean, maybe not to the same scale.
There's so many stories of guys getting paid or getting offered money to go. Like, I know coaches right now that have offered people money and are still coaching.
Yeah,
and cheating can be like you literally just text the recruit during a dead period. Like that's literally cheating too.
Yeah, but that is, to me, is like whatever, like the money stuff, when again it doesn't actually matter. But it's just crazy that the NCAA took that much time to like care about that shit.
You know what I'm excited for is the cheating scandals that are going to come out over the transfer portal.
Oh, one thing, I feel like it's like the wild, wild west. No one knows what cheating is anymore because they can, like, you can give anyone money, right? Like, for example, can this happen? Like, say Dave, right? Say Dave is rich. Like, obviously he's rich as fuck. Can he just be like, hey, DM's a kid that we know is really good, and it's like, hey, go to Michigan, and I'll pay you this. Are they allowed to do that?
Yeah, if it's outside, like not tied to the university.
Yeah, because he's not a booster to Michigan.
Yeah, he's
So
not.
you're allowed,
even if he was a booster, like if
I'll give you $1 million to go to.
I think as a booster, you're not able to. I feel like
I think if it's through like a business, like if you say like Barstool,
yeah.
I think it's somehow if it's tied through a third party association.
No,
yeah.
no, because they're not allowed. They're not allowed to affect. Like you can't pay for play. Like you can't pay a person to go to a certain school.
That's what I'm saying. Like if it was through Barstool, it would be endorsements.
I'm
rather
saying
than
like a
pay-per-play.
business can't do that either. I don't think.
I think they can, Hunter.
I don't think they can. No, because you can't pay for play. That's pay for play.
Yeah, but if you
Okay,
can,
he
but
says
can't
you
say,
come here,
like,
you post every single week, you pay you $1 million on the measurement.
After he comes, that's fine. Like after
you can probably do it. Like, hey,
after he's enrolled in the
After he
university.
what?
After he enrolls in the university.
So Dave is paying guys to come.
Well, I wish Dave threw a couple bucks my way.
Would you come if he was throwing some money your way?
I would.
I was about to say something wild.
I would.
I'm coming everywhere. I don't
If he
care.
re-signs me in February, I'll do it.
You're gonna be sick on the security team. I'll probably join you in like a week earlier.
Yeah, no, that'd be sick together. All
Well,
right. I
like,
mean, that's
it's hard. It's hard for like recruiting in the transfer portal to actually like you have to catch guys dead to rights to try to like build any case. And even then, we've seen people catching coaches dead to rights and nothing happens. So it's like
depends who you are.
I have a question. 2013 Louisville wins a national championship. Obviously, gets vacated. What do you guys think? What's your guys' opinion on it?
Do you
Like,
it's not vacated, by the way.
Well,
like in my opinion.
No, that's not like I would.
There's a better
Count that.
example.
What?
Hunter?
like the fact that Michigan's banners are taken down.
Yeah,
over
yeah.
One player receiving money, like that's the stupidest thing in the history of stupid. Like Michigan, I love Michigan, but we sometimes do the stupidest things. Like we try to outsmart ourselves. Like, what are we doing taking down some banners when one guy got paid money? It's like it's not like he took HGH and got better. Like he didn't get any better from taking the money. The team didn't get any better from taking the money. We received no type of benefit on the court from taking that money. Yet we take banners down. Like it's not like we took them down and gave them to somebody else. Like we won those championships. It's just the stupidest thing in the world. That stuff is the stupid. Like taking down banners is just the stupidest thing in my opinion. Like you're just
punishing. You're punishing the wrong people, and you're making a punishment that's not even needed to be made.
That's the equivalent to a player missing a layup and making the whole team run. Like that's the stupidest thing in the world.
No, yeah, it is.
My last point. What do you think is banner worthy?
What do you mean?
Like put a banner up.
Conference title and a national title. I feel like there should only be 2 banners.
This depends on the prestige of the university in the program.
We're putting up Sweet 16 banners now. Like, why?
That's bad.
Minnesota has round of 32.
That's so bad.
They have round of 32.
That.
Every time I see that, I just like.
Jordan's right. It's conference title and championship. That's it.
That should be the only 2.
You get their Final Fours in there.
It's like, what are you celebrating for? You lost. Like, you fucking lost. What are we celebrating for? It doesn't fucking matter.
I'm okay with mid-majors putting NCAA tournament.
Oh.
No. Like a day-in should not be.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it. What was the school? I don't want it. No thanks. We don't do that shit over here. What's the school? Didn't Florida State get clowned? Because they put up like a banner that's like number 3 final ranking or some shit.
Oh yeah, those
Florida State.
Who? Yeah, Florida State.
Yeah, they do it. I didn't listen to what you said. They did during the COVID year.
Yeah.
That's bad, especially Florida State. Let's end the pod on. Let's rank the worst fan bases. Let's try and do it together because we don't need to do our own top 5.
Yeah. No, let's do a collective Roundball.
Should we say it on 3 for 1?
I don't
know if they're 1.
We'll save one because I think we all agree on 1.
Okay. Should we do on 3?
No. I thought we were gonna save it for the last.
Yeah, let's save them last. Right. So 5. Dukes, do you have anybody in mind? We could all talk about who we think if we could agree or not. And don't say fucking VCU fans because no one knows they have fans.
They're pieces of shit. Like, dude, I think Iowa's really fucking bad. You guys are really annoying. But like at the same time,
Yeah,
like
you guys are starting to get annoying with the football stuff.
I'm not debating. I know our fan base is annoying.
I don't think that you guys.
I never had a problem with Iowa fans.
Oh! I got one, but I don't know where we could rank them. This is Michigan State is the biggest bunch of losers I've ever met in my fucking. You talk about a bunch of sissy pussies. These like Michigan State fans are any sport, football, basketball.
Dukes, they're
Talk coming. Talk's not fucking coming anywhere.
They're belittled so much by us that they just get an ounce of a success and they just run with it. Like they had one good season in football, ran with it. They were the third team in the Big Ten is split up into two different sections, and they were the third team in one of them. And they thought, like, you would have thought they made the college football playoff. I think it's honestly Michigan fans' fault because we belittle them so much. Like, we're just so much better than them in everything. Like,
and they think you guys are entitled, which I don't get how they think.
You only go to Michigan State if you don't get into Michigan. And so
I feel like that's I've realized that.
I've heard that. That's Iowa
school. I went to Seton Hall, Rutgers, and everyone was like, Seton Hall's a safety school. I was like, no one knows who both of you are. You just went to Jersey and you ended up there.
All the good-looking girls go to Michigan State because they're too dumb to get into Michigan.
I actually get that.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
That actually makes a lot of sense.
That is a fact and a half. You look at that. Like,
you know what I think?
The worst fans are. You need a perfect SAT to get into Michigan.
The worst.
I don't know about all that.
Perfect. What are you, fucking Harvard?
Yes.
There's been a lot of dumb
Harvard
people.
Of the West.
Hunter, I consider you a good friend. You did not even come close to getting the perfect SAT.
Oh no! I got a 1260 on my first try with no studying on my SAT.
Isn't that a 2400? You dumb fuck.
No. They switched it back.
1600.
What? It changed?
Yeah.
I don't even know what SAT is.
So, mine was at a 2400.
Also, let me say something about Michigan State.
Got a 1260 first try, no studying, nothing. Just went in there, took it. They said that's fine enough. I said, boom.
I got caught cheating on mine.
That makes a lot of sense.
They told me to go to court because I went up 700 points. And my dad was like, "We're going to court. You did so well." I said, "Dad, I'm going to crack. I cheated my ass off on it." So I got
you to court over at SAT.
Dude, I got my first one. I was out of 2400. I got my first one. I got like a 1300, and my second one I got a 1900 because I cheated off the guy who's like the valedictorian, whatever, and everyone got their grades back, and I didn't get it back. And then I got a court letter being like, "You need to come to court and testify. Like, there's no one could go up this many points."
Did you commit perjury?
I didn't know. I didn't go in because I knew I would crack and tell them the truth.
I was about to say that's statute of limitations. You could have told us you did.
Yeah, I would tell you. It was bad. My dad was not happy at all. But anyway, I think a lot of these fans that are the worst are big name schools that haven't accomplished anything in a long time. Like Indiana.
Well, Kentucky fans are pretty bad online too.
Kentucky fans are bad.
Kentucky, I'm telling you, the entire Kentucky fan base is made up of 50 to 70-year-old white guys.
That's true.
And white women.
Well, you could argue that with any program.
No, not to the extent of Kentucky, though. Not to the extent of Kentucky.
I will say Duke is not bad on Twitter.
Yeah, no.
I'm not going to comment on that.
You think they are?
Well, they don't really have a lot of true fans, I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like you guys,
a lot of them are fair weather. Like a lot of you guys are Duke fans, Yankees fans, Boston Celtics fans.
Yeah, like when you don't have Duke basketball, you have the Cowboys right now.
Or Warriors fans.
You know what? I was thinking about just like being a
and then
Cowboys
Alabama football fans.
I should just be a Cowboys and Lakers fan.
And then like Alabama football.
I do love Alabama football.
A part of me does like Alabama football.
Do.
Like
I do.
Before Michigan, I did like Alabama football.
Dude, you know what Marty loves to do? Marty loves to do when Alabama's playing a game against like Tennessee. He's like, watch this.
Okay.
Alabama, everyone's loving Tennessee. Alabama's gonna blow them out. Just you watch. And like as soon as Tennessee, like he always loves watch the next time Alabama plays. Someone's gonna watch. Everyone's gonna count on Alabama. They're gonna smoke them.
I like counting out. I like talking about the best teams in the league as underdogs. It's really fun. Like, man, everyone counted Duke out. And they were just playing fucking Maryland, like Middle Tennessee, Maryland, to some bullshit. I don't know why I just combined two states, but all right, so
basketball,
we'll go Michigan State 5.
I have a dark horse for a top 5.
Okay, Michigan State's 5. We're all agreed on there. Let's go 4. Who's a dark horse?
Arizona.
Oh, in Arizona fans.
Half of my take is really just because of David Blateman or whatever his name is in Barca. Half of my take.
We're not putting this out because you're right. Because he's a moron.
That's half my take right there.
He's he's like head of our like video producers, like very high up in a produce, but he just he fakes a tweet, fakes a text every time Arizona plays.
Yeah, no, I follow him on Twitter. Honestly, I just get too lazy to unfollow him. He tweets about Arizona basketball in like June.
Yeah, he does.
What's wrong with that?
Well,
he said Duke I don't even need to get it. I'll get upset. But I'm gonna go Arizona number 4 as well. Let's go to number 3.
One take on all 4 is I was like, who the fuck angered Hunter so much? I only know one Arizona basketball player. I can't believe you said that because I was like, damn, yeah, you're right. Like,
because I was gonna say it, but they're gonna be like, I don't know who that is. I was like,
yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, it's literally be like, that's the only person I know.
I'm prepared, man.
All right, number 3. I'm close to saying Indiana.
Oh, I got one for 3 or 2 that I don't know if you guys will. UConn.
I mean, I want to fit Oregon or Richmond into them. I can't tweet or post anything on TikTok or Instagram without someone commenting a spider emoji or Oregon duck.
Richmond's not that bad, are they?
Dude, after we lost to Richmond, I had so many spiders in my comments.
Richmond.
I don't like spiders. I if I see one like in real life, I actually get scared.
PTSD. Sure. Dudes, who are you gonna say?
UConn. UConn is like I'm all in on UConn this year, and I actually consider myself someone that leans towards rooting for UConn. But talk about a bunch of pretentious assholes. The way that they view Providence and everything, like, oh my God, like you would act like they're fucking like Kentucky. I mean, and they rightfully so. In the past 20 years, they've had more success than anybody. But what a brutal Twitter fan base.
They don't have anything else to live for, Connecticut, though. Like, they got ESPN and fucking that's it.
Fuck that. Yeah, they do. They have fucking the Patriots.
Connecticut's not the Patriots, though.
Yeah, you either have the Yankees or the Patriots.
But that's the thing. Like, they're not, like, they don't have, like, you're from Connecticut. You're looked at as a bandwagon fan no matter what team you go to.
It's more the way I've seen them interact with Providence fans over the years. I'm just like, oh, like you guys are just the worst.
I gotta know who you're following on Twitter that you're seeing Providence fans and UConn's fans go at.
I love the mud. I love the mud.
All right, let's put UConn 3.
I will say an honorable mention.
Yes.
I'll go with my own school, Michigan. Like, I love it.
Michigan
because we're so
sucks.
crazy. I love it because we're so crazy, but and there's just so many of us that you're gonna just have some terrible ones in the bunch. But like, I do love how crazy we are. We are. I will admit we are pretty fair weathered. But I mean, who isn't a fair weather fan base? Like, how many?
Hunter, who is your like? Who's the meanest to you besides Illinois?
That I mean, I've ruffled some feathers.
Was Dayton mean?
Michigan
Oh,
State.
yeah, we forgot about Dayton. What the fuck?
The Michigan State rivalry, that's just fun, man. Like they make stuff that actually makes me laugh. So that's a fun rivalry. I mean,
we should all right. In every podcast, every media answer Hunter gets sometimes, we should like if he does 3, he has to do something crazy. Because that was that rivalry's fun, man.
You know,
it truly
man.
is. Like they make me laugh with their stuff sometimes. So I really enjoy it. Maryland obviously gives me. Oh, I'd say Maryland because they
They really
they
hate you.
denied me from a frat house one time in the summer.
That
You're
makes
way
sense.
too big to be going to frat house. Like as a human being,
It was like
you're too
freshman
tall.
year. It was freshman year, Jordan. I was hanging
You're still
out.
way too tall. Like there should be a height limit to go in frat houses.
Okay, well there should be you have to make it to the Sweet 16 to be able to go to frat houses.
That wasn't even a dig. That wasn't even a fucking dig at you or the program. That was more of a dig at frat houses. That's crazy. That's actually fucking no.
I felt a very personal jab at that
Okay.
one, Jordan.
You know, my first question ever to Hunter is how he shits.
Yeah, I remember that.
How do you shit? Do you stand
I
up to
Marty,
wipe?
I put the toilet paper down on the seat and just plop down.
You do that at home?
No, not at home. No.
Do you
No,
face
because
the
I was
toilet?
just like, his legs are so long, bro.
It
It's
makes
like,
sense to face
the
a toilet.
It makes,
It makes
so much
sense.
sense.
I want to try that one time.
Straddle
actually.
that shit.
Wait, we should do that as a show. All right, I want next week on Monday. I want Sunday. We all have to try and take a shit like that.
Facing the toilet. I've seen
Facing-
people like with the
Are we-
laptop.
Are we podcasting doing that?
We can have just a little segment, like a 10-minute segment every week. We're just all straddling the toilet.
Yeah, we call it like talking
let's have
shit.
let's have like a guest that we
Shit
know.
talk, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
shit talk.
Yeah, let's have a guest that we
I'm
know,
down.
and we'll film the guest part on the toilet. All of us are on the toilet.
And like, don't say anything about it. Like,
That's great.
let's just
let's
like
do it.
when they come on, we're just all in the bathroom.
No,
Yep,
Champa,
let's do it.
he'll be too cool with that one. We gotta have somebody we know, but they'll still be like really confused about it.
Yeah, that's a good segment.
Shit talk. Let's go.
Shit talk, pretty good.
You gotta
All
figure out
right,
number two.
Champa, let's end with some
Illinois. Illinois is
wait,
number
wait.
one.
Illinois won.
We didn't
Illinois
get
won.
to two yet.
What
Illinois 1 and 2. Let's move on.
Illinois is one, but who's two?
I hate Ohio State.
There we go. That's all we needed from that whole fucking segment. Took you that long?
I think Indiana's too.
Why'd you say it like that?
Indiana's two, but
I think Indiana's
I respect
I think
Indiana
Indiana's
fans.
too. I don't agree with what you said, Hunter. I think Indiana's too.
I respect some Indiana fans because like,
It's like a little kid that was like in the
Yeah,
ground
yeah,
try to talk
I
to his
don't
mom
agree
and
with
dad.
that.
but
That
no,
was
but
like
I'll
a
see
guy on
Twitter,
Xbox Live telling you that Indiana's
some Twitter fans on Indiana or some people on Twitter from Indiana will admit that they're like, yo, like we're not that good this year. Like, and I respect that. I've seen some Indiana fans come to a realization with their team.
I gotta be honest, I don't respect a fan that isn't like the most hardo on their team. Like
Yeah, that's why I love Michigan fans because it's like
the Yankees could be 90-20 at one point, and if they do something stupid, I'm gonna fucking boo them and be mad at. Like, I love those.
you're bad fans at that point. I talk about that with Eagles fans all the time. Like Philly fans are just bad fans.
Philly fans are the worst fans.
They're
Frank
terrible
the Tank
fans.
is the best.
But like, I don't know. Like Aaron Judge when he sucked in the playoffs, boom, he deserves it.
No, Bills Mafia fans are the best fans in sports.
Oh, dude, they act like they fucking invented tailgating. What a
We're
bunch
the
of
best.
losers.
No, we're the best, Dukes. We're the best.
Dude, Bills fans act like they invented tailgating, and when they sucked, it was really
They
funny.
kinda
But now they're
did.
like,
I mean,
"Oh,
like-
look at us! We invented tailgating!" Like,
We
fuck
kind of
off.
did.
Go through tables.
When you think of Buffalo, you think of beer and wings, and that's what tailgating is essentially.
It's cool, but it was way better when you guys sucked.
We donated
It
almost
is.
$500,000
You are right.
to Andy Dalton's foundation.
The
Like,
Bills fans were cooler when they sucked, because when they sucked
yeah.
and they're lighting each other on fire and going through
Yeah.
tables, still was funnier when they're like
because
really
we were
good.
so bored. We didn't like. You couldn't really like. You didn't really expect much from the game, so you kind of had to make your entertainment in the tailgate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's
And
do
then-
some voicemails.
Can we just all say on three? Number one,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Fucking loses.
It's
And I want if Illinois fans are gonna be so like make some funny signs when Hunter plays or something. Do something funny.
you already
Don't-
know what the sign is going to be when I get in there.
The baby one will make me laugh every time
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're so tall. It just is
That
funny.
shit makes me.
I know.
What
It used to make me
what I
laugh.
tweeted
Well,
last year or last week, bro, I
some
was
of them
dying.
will make me laugh, but they've used it so many times.
Well, when you
already.
use it a lot, I understand.
I know, yeah.
Like you got to come up with a new joke
Nah,
sometimes.
it's funny every time.
All
Every fucking time.
right, let's do some voicemails.
We got. Start with this one.
Hey, boys, I love the podcast. I'm a big Michigan State fan here, so I want to give a couple questions to Jordan and Hunter as they played against my guys. Jordan, who was the toughest guard you faced, starting back in 2017? Who was the toughest guard to play against Michigan State? And Hunter, same question for you, but the big man. Who was the toughest big man to guard as a Spartan? And I kind of want to hear your outlooks on the team this year. I know that they're missing some pieces with Malik Hall being injured, Akins, dealing with that foot as well. So I kind of want to hear where you guys stand on the Spartans. I love the pod, boys. Keep it up. And go green, go white.
First of all, didn't
That's a
expect
great
ever to
voicemail.
get like a real question. So I appreciate that.
That's a great voicemail.
But second of all, you guys go.
Best Big Ten guard or best guard I've ever faced against is probably Melo Trimble, and best Michigan State Tum Tum. He was the quickest dude I've ever faced.
Tom Tom.
Over Cassius Winston?
Yeah, Cassius was really fucking good, but Tum Tum was impossible to guard.
Hunter.
I'd probably say Hauser. I feel like he was probably the most skilled out of all the bigs that they had. Out of all the bigs that I've played against Michigan State, I'd say Hauser.
All right. Champa, another one.
Hey guys, big fans of I'm a big fan of the pod. I'm a UMass reindeer. And my question.
Wait a second. Pause.
to you guys,
He's the reindeer.
He's the
Yeah, I know this
reindeer?
fuck. I know this fuck. I know
So
this guy.
He's the reindeer?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he
the reindeer
Goes
kid.
to, goes to UMass games dressed as a reindeer.
Okay, I've seen this guy. I love that. Okay,
Whatever.
keep going.
is there anyone, any memories that you have of being at the free throw line and a fan kind of getting in your head, or using something to distract you that you found very memorable, or is it just you guys are always locked in the zone? So that's my question. Big fan. Keep up the great work, guys. Appreciate it.
First of all, I love these nice questions. Like nice being like big fan. Keep it up. What, Dukes?
Because we're
No,
good.
you go. I'm just.
No, because I actually that's a good question, kind of. Like, have you ever actually gotten, and be honest, have you actually ever gotten distracted by a fan? Because obviously when there are people behind it going like this and shit is not that distracting, I think, because you just, but is there like one instance that I was like, that guy's in my head?
I'd
I
say
had
for me.
people.
Go ahead,
Go
Jordan.
ahead. No, you got it.
I'd say for me, I thought it would be worse, like watching games and stuff like that. I thought I'd be more distracted than I have been. No, I'd say I haven't really been distracted by any person or anything yet.
Jordan?
I haven't really either. I do remember my freshman year. I think it was I want to say Maryland, maybe, that there was like these people making out like right behind this basket. But that was a little bizarre.
That's distracting though. Like I think like when people bring those things in when they hit, like that doesn't do it. That's not going to distract you. You gotta think really
Yeah,
weird
like
shit.
those like anal probes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta think of weird shit to like really get to someone. Someone moons you, you're done.
Yeah, no, I remember back in my oldest brother's high school, they would, so the student section would be right behind the basket. Everybody was standing up, and then right like when they give the guy the ball, everybody would sit down, and then like a swimmer in his Speedo would stand up and just start like dancing and stuff. That would probably get me.
That's like Arizona State with they do the
Curtain.
curtain.
Yeah, like something like that would definitely probably like get me more than, like you said, people like trying to go like this and stuff.
Yeah, Hunter's been dying for a guy in a Speedo to be dancing when he's doing a free throw.
Hunter's been acting kind of sus on the pod. I'm not gonna lie.
I was gonna say this, but the reason he asked that question is because he was asking, is it distracting when he dressed like if he dressed up as a reindeer at a UMass basketball game and you guys were playing? Would that?
I gotta be honest, reindeer. I don't think the rain. I actually like the guy. I like when someone commits to something as a fan and just goes with it. I don't think a reindeer is anything will just make you happy.
I think he just needs to get more creative with it. Like get another reindeer and like act like they're fucking or something behind the basket.
Would you guys get distracted by this? Is when somebody like if your routine at the free throw line was like dribble, spin, and like you shot it. If somebody was calling out like as like in unison what you were doing, would that distract you?
Oh, I love doing that at volleyball games.
People
What?
do that at volleyball games.
I love to do that. Like we'll go to the women's team volleyball games and
You just heckle the women's volleyball team.
Yeah, you try to heckle the opposing team.
You're a psycho.
That's outrageous.
It's like four of us doing it too.
That's psychotic.
But it's quiet enough at like when they're serving for them to hear us, so it's great.
That's absurd.
Try
let's
to
get
get my women's volleyball ladies best home court advantage possible.
Well, I was a fucking stud in volleyball, but let's get another one.
One more.
What up, guys?
Oh, shit.
I was already featured on the podcast last time. This is Nick Mason. I was the one that was arguing with Marty about his stupid-ass Duke takes with Indiana and shit like that. I have one more. It's way faster than the last one. But, Marty, you fuck. You're talking about making Trey Jackson-Davis triple-double not a big deal and all this shit, saying it shouldn't be an alert on Jordan's phone and all this shit, saying it's an Indiana problem because they only have 3. Fucking Duke has 5. They have fucking 5, so 2 more total in their school's history. And look at all the people that have gone through that. So is it still an Indiana problem? We all know, I commented this on the podcast on Instagram the other day. Hunter even sat there and said, you're spot on. We all know goddamn well, if Filipowski goes out and gets a triple-double, you're at Cameron immediately, cutting the fucking vets down, on your knees, sucking his dick, giving him the Wooden Award. It's just, you're so biased. You know goddamn well if somebody on Duke was getting a triple-double, that your ass would be sitting there celebrating it, throwing it in everybody's face. But since it's Indiana, it's not a big deal. I'm going to keep calling, and I'm going to get your ass, Marty. I'm going to keep calling every single time you guys post that number. Have a good one. Love the show.
First of all, hell of a call. That's a great call.
It was a pretty good one.
Marty, I think if Filipowski got a triple-double, you'd be wearing knee pads to Cameron next time.
Yo.
But the funniest part about the call is that he's spot on. Like, yeah, dude, have you not realized what I do? I will jerk off my team and your team. Who gives a fuck? You got a triple-double. I still don't want a triple-double for Trace Jackson-Davis fucking 12, 10, and 10. Good for you, buddy. I don't give a fuck. I agree. But that's, again, another Indiana fan who they get really excited about their triple-doubles because they can't do anything anymore. They could barely make tournaments. It's sad. It's just like, oh, all we care about in Indiana is basketball. They still watch fucking Hoosiers, and they think that's what they – Hoosiers ain't there anymore, buddy.
Wait, no.
No, you can't. You can't hate on that. You can't hate on that movie. Yeah,
You don't think that Hoosiers about Indiana University, do you?
No. It was just funny to bring in Hoosiers.
It was like, oh my God, wait.
That was so wild.
Is there any more, Champa, or no?
There was a few that came in, but I didn't get to listen to them as we were recording. I don't know if we
All right,
want
that's
to
good enough.
rest.
That was a good one to end on. That was a funny one. Even though he's just right. All right. Well, the next time we talk, Hunter, you'll pray to God that you beat Lipscomb.
Yeah, man. Yeah, no. I mean, yeah, no, we're going to go in there, and obviously at this point of the season, with the losses we have, we can't afford to have an upset loss like this. So,
There was media answer number 2, Hunter Dickinson.
can't afford to have an upset like this. So,
No, you fucking can't, dude. You can't lose. Is it home?
Yeah,
You can't fucking lose at Lipscomb at home. Just can't.
I know.
And then then is UNC the next week?
UNC's like next Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. Wednesday.
If you beat them and say nothing again, you haven't had an opportunity yet. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Have you been doing media?
He had to be. Yes. I
I
think it's
didn't
every
do
single
media- I
week.
didn't do media after Minnesota. I was like, I let the youngins do it.
Wait, you get to choose if you don't want to do it?
Well, like if I'm like, I'll be like, if my media guy Tom comes up to me like, Hunt, do you want to do media? If I really don't want to, I can say no, but I usually say yeah.
I never understand why people like can't just fill out Hunter. Like it's only 2 more letters. Hunt is. You can just
What?
fill out Hunter.
Wait, what?
No, I know
What
exactly.
the fuck are we
you're saying.
talking about?
I just got because this media guy calls him Hunt. It's like there's only 2
Oh.
more letters. We don't have to
I'll be
shorten.
honest,
Hunt.
I almost fell asleep with that answer you just gave me, Hunter.
What are you talking about? I said
I don't know. It's just like you got like really timid and shy, and I was like, I felt like I was listening to it.
Let me tell you something. You know,
rarely.
Hunt Jordan. Miller Kopp is going to his fucking media days, and like fans or people are telling him what words to say. We can't even get our own fucking guy to say our names or podcasts. He should say it it should be a joke of how many times he can do it.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
See, but now we're gonna get him pissed off, Marty.
No, I'm not. Come on now. Bigger skin than that.
Do you think he does it, Jordan?
I don't think he does.
You want me to slip in the world champ? It might be like a.
I just want you to slip it in one time. Like I don't need anything major. I just need.
It would be funny if he just somehow fit in Roundball or our names to any like one question every single time. Be like, yeah, we talked about what Marty Mush and Jordan like or just like something like that every time would be a funny clip of see how many times he could do it.
Yeah.
Until someone calls it out, being like, what are you talking about?
If you beat, it's a good time when you play Iowa to slip it in. Like Iowa's like almost like.
Well, Iowa's that's an easy one to
Just
do.
be like, this one meant a little bit extra because my co-host Jordan Bohannon played at Iowa, so can't wait to talk shit about it to him on the Roundball podcast.
We just
Released every Monday and Thursday.
It just comes down to Hunter. You just need to slip it in more. I think you're just being a little.
You're right. I do.
Slip it in.
We need to slip it in a little bit more.
We just need you to slip it in.
Even if it's just the tip, dude. Just do this.
Right. That's what we've been saying. We just don't. We don't take the tip. That's it.
Those media things mean nothing.
Oh yeah.
So many people will come.
So many people.
So many.
That media room will come way more.
Yeah. To like the YouTube and everything, like they'll just like they'll
All right.
always come.
You know what we're gonna do? Let's see how many times he can
slip it in.
How many times in a row you can slip it in our names or the podcast name?
The next time I get interviewed on TV, it's gonna be funny.
Here we go again, Marty.
Yep. Here we go.
Said this last week. Said it the week before. Said the week before that.
Done talking. Actions speak louder than the words.
Where are you at right now?
He's home.
Are you at home?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
It's a nice shade.
That is. Is that a window?
Yeah, it's a shade and a window behind me.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's the show. Another great episode. Hunter, maybe you could tweet this one out.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We have a member over here that just won't even tweet.
Who? I retweet.
What do you mean who?
I retweet.
Look at every single tweet that's out there. It is retweeted by Dukes, Marty, Jordan.
My whole feed is Roundball. Just straight Roundballs. My feed. Look at this. Boom. Right there.
When's the last one? When's the last one you retweeted?
5 days ago.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wasn't that the last podcast?
I sent him like 5 a day. to retweet. I just got
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you do overwhelm me, Champa.
Hey, Marty told me to. Marty told me to.
No, Champa over promotes so much, but it's like, who cares? You know, it's might as well.
No, you're right. And then one of the tweets that he sent me, Jeff Goodman asked, "What happened to the guy who used to be in the top left? Did he get whacked from the pod already?" Question mark. Somebody replied, "Yeah, he was only on there for gambling, and he's down so bad right now they got rid of him."
I am the best right now, but that's a different conversation. We will be back on
Monday.
I forgot what day it was. We'll be back on Monday. Hopefully, one of these legendary college basketball players that I have as my co-host can get us a guest in someone, but we'll see. You know, I love throwing shots.
Yeah, I haven't really been trying lately.
No, you haven't tried at all.
I know. I need to put my hard hat back on. I need to go back to work.
Hunter. I'll say I'm number one right now.
Yeah.
It's just fair because I have. This is like that should be it. Hunter's 2, you're 3 right now.
I'm 3. Oh no, we ain't doing that. No.
Hunter at least throws some text out.
Oh fuck! I don't know.
Champa asked me if I wanted Jason Tatum the other day.
Champa's gonna get Jason Tatum?
I was like, oh, yes, Champa, I will take Jason Tatum.
Hell yeah. No, I need to. Yeah, that's my fault. I need to roll with the sleeves back up.
I think I might. Maybe we should get. I think what's his name was just you interviewed George Niang, right?
Yeah, he'll come on.
I'm friendly bastard with him too, so he'd be a good one person. But
Boston boy.
But yeah, let's
get Garzilla on the podcast.
Who?
Luca Garza.
Oh yeah, we should get Luca on.
You just call him Garzilla?
Yeah, the Garzilla.
Tell Luca to bring on Kat and Rudy Gobert and all of the boys.
All the boys?
Maybe Anthony Edwards, whoever.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Anthony Edwards would be awesome.
D'Lo. We get D'Lo.
People forget Anthony Edwards just hates basketball. But all right, that's the show. We'll be back on Monday. See you guys.